Archangel Michael's voice breaks through the noise of the day, steady, radiant, and certain. "A blessing is on its way to your home," he says, his tone both gentle and commanding. "You have 4 hours before it arrives." The words echo through the air like a bell ringing in eternity. There is no fear in his message, only a quiet urgency, a reminder that the divine works on a schedule far more precise than our clocks. You did not stumble upon this message by chance. You were guided here because your energy, your timing, and your readiness aligned perfectly with this very moment. The light around you feels different now. It's softer, warmer, pulsing as if alive. In the distance, you can almost sense a faint hum of frequency that's not heard but felt. Archangel Michael's energy radiates from that light, reaching into your space. He speaks again. Do not scroll away. Do not turn your attention elsewhere. The heavens have begun a countdown, and you are part of it. He tells you that a specific blessing has been assigned to you, and it's already on its way. It isn't random. It's been moving toward you slowly, step by step, guided by divine hands. It might come as a message, a phone call, a door opening, or a moment of sudden calm that shifts everything you've been feeling. However it manifests, you will know it when it arrives, because your heart will react before your mind does. Michael's light flares brighter for a moment. Your home, he says, is being surrounded by light. This blessing cannot enter through fear or distraction. It can only pass through faith. Take a deep breath, and now exhale slowly. This breath is your bridge to the unseen. Each inhale draws in divine light. Each exhale clears the space for peace to settle. With every breath, you're aligning yourself with the flow that's already in motion. You don't need to chase the blessing. You only need to become the kind of vessel that can hold it. Michael continues. Take a slow breath and imagine the light filling your chest. Let it expand outward through your ribs, your shoulders, your hands. Feel it spread through the walls of your home, as if every corner is breathing along with you. You follow the instruction. You inhale, and the light enters. You exhale, and your home brightens in ways you can't see but can feel. The air feels still, but there's movement beneath the surface, subtle waves of calm energy brushing against you like silk. Archangel Michael says, "The angels have marked your space for protection and peace. You are being prepared to receive. Nothing that is meant for you can be blocked now." A sense of reassurance fills you. The anxiety that's been clinging to the edges of your mind begins to ease. You realize that nothing needs to be forced. Everything that's meant to arrive already knows the way. The only thing required of you is openness. Michael's presence feels closer now, his voice lower, more personal. Type or speak aloud the words, "I am open to this blessing," he instructs. When you declare it, you seal the permission. Heaven cannot enter where the door remains closed. Say it softly. "I am open to this blessing." Say it again. "I am open to this blessing." And as you do, notice how the energy around you changes. A subtle warmth rises from your chest to your throat. A tingling travels through your palms. You may even sense a faint vibration in the air, as if your space has just been acknowledged by something greater. That's not your imagination. That's recognition. The divine just heard you. Michael continues. Now the countdown begins. 4 hours from now, the shift completes. The energy moves from potential to form, from intention to manifestation. You might wonder, how will I know when it arrives? The answer is simple. You'll feel a sudden stillness, followed by an unmistakable sign. It may not look extraordinary from the outside. It could be a notification, a call, a sound, or even just an inner peace so deep that it catches you off guard. The ordinary moment will glow with something unexplainable. That's how heaven disguises itself, through simplicity that feels sacred. Michael's light flickers with rhythm now, like the ticking of an invisible clock. Do not rush these hours, he says. Use them. Align with them. Each hour is a layer of light settling over your home. He invites you to picture your house now, not just as bricks and walls, but as energy. Imagine soft golden light descending from above, wrapping every corner, every doorway, every window. The light doesn't just protect, it invites. It's a signal to the universe saying, "This space is ready." As you visualize this, you begin to feel a sense of reverence for the very ground beneath you. Michael explains, when light blesses a space, the space becomes sacred. The mundane transforms into divine ground. He pauses before speaking again. Say quietly, "This is sacred ground. I welcome what's coming." Repeat it slowly. "This is sacred ground. I welcome what's coming." The words vibrate through your body, grounding and expanding you at once. You can almost hear faint whispers in response, the sound of angelic affirmation. The feeling is peaceful, not overwhelming. It's as if the entire atmosphere of your home has shifted to a higher frequency one that only harmony can occupy. Michael continues, "The blessing coming your way may appear small, but understand this, the divine rarely announces its miracles with thunder. It arrives quietly, perfectly timed, unnoticed by the busy, but unmistakable to the aware." You close your eyes again, letting the imagery unfold. Feathers drift gently through shafts of golden light. The walls hum softly, alive with warmth. It's almost as though the air itself is breathing gratitude. Archangel Michael's energy pulses stronger, then steadies. "I will remain here for the next 4 hours," he says, standing guard, ensuring the light is not interrupted. All you need to do is remain open. Keep your thoughts kind, your emotions balanced, and your faith steady. He pauses before adding, "If doubt arises, remember that doubt cannot exist where gratitude lives." Every time you feel uncertain, whisper, "Thank you." Gratitude is a shield. It replaces fear with trust instantly. You take a deep breath, repeating silently, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." Each repetition deepens the connection until you begin to feel a pulse between your heart and the unseen realm. Michael's tone softens even more. The angels are adjusting your path. They are aligning people, conversations, and circumstances so that this blessing can arrive smoothly. Some of these alignments are invisible to you, but trust that they are already happening. He continues, "Every light you send out returns multiplied. When this blessing reaches your door, share it, speak kind words. Give without expectation. Shine without asking for recognition." That's how the blessing sustains itself. You open your eyes and glance around. The air feels richer, the light softer. The clock ticks, but you're no longer measuring minutes. You're measuring readiness. Michael concludes this phase of the message. The 4-hour countdown is not a waiting period. It is a preparation. It is heaven's way of giving you time to clear space, to breathe, to trust. When the hour strikes, the blessing will arrive effortlessly because you will already be in harmony with it. The golden light around you pulses once more, as if confirming the truth. The energy in your home feels alive, anticipating, expanding, aligning. You close your eyes, and for a brief moment, you feel the presence of wings unfolding behind you. Something in you knows, beyond reason, that the process has already begun. You whisper quietly, "I am open. I am ready. I trust." And somewhere, perhaps not far, perhaps closer than you think, the blessing begins its journey toward your door. The air grows denser, richer, filled with something you can't quite describe. It's not heavy. It's holy. The light around you deepens into a soft gold that seems to breathe in rhythm with your heart. Archangel Michael's presence becomes stronger, though not imposing. It feels like standing near a great fire that doesn't burn, but purifies. You can almost sense movement in the unseen like wings, stirring wind behind the veil of ordinary reality. 4 hours, he repeats softly, his voice resonating through the space. That is all the time it takes for heaven to rearrange what was once impossible. But understand this, You are not waiting for a miracle to arrive. The miracle is waiting for you to align. You close your eyes. His words vibrate in your mind like a steady pulse. Align, not wait. There's a profound shift in that thought. You realize that blessings don't fall randomly from the sky. They recognize readiness. They gravitate toward peace. You breathe deeply again, feeling your shoulders relax as though invisible weight is slipping away. Archangel Michael steps closer, and you feel warmth bloom from the center of your chest. Your heart is the doorway, he says. Your home mirrors the state of your spirit. When the heart opens, the light expands through everything connected to you, your thoughts, your space, your relationships. What's being delivered tonight isn't simply an event. It's a frequency. You imagine your heart glowing brighter, spinning gently like a small sun inside your body. Each beat sends out waves of light that move through the walls of your home, illuminating everything they touch. That glow feels alive. It doesn't push. It embraces. It carries peace in every ripple. Michael continues, in these next hours, do not seek signs frantically. Stillness is the key. Listen more than you speak. Feel more than you ask. When the blessing comes, it will not need to be proven. It will be recognized. His words wrap around you like soft cloth, comforting and grounding. You take another breath, and for a moment, you feel time itself slow. The ticking of the clock fades. The hum of the room shifts. The world quiets just enough for you to feel an ancient rhythm underneath everything, a rhythm of divine timing that has always been guiding your path. Archangel Michael's light pulses once, then steadies. Let go of the idea that blessings are rewards. They are alignments. Heaven does not deal in punishment and prize. It works through readiness. You are ready because your heart called for light, and light answered. Those words reach deep inside you. You feel something unlock, an old guilt, maybe, or a belief that you must earn good things. Suddenly, relief floods through you. You don't have to perform for the divine. You just have to allow it. He tells you to look around your home again. Every object, every shadow, every sound, it's all part of your current frequency. Nothing here is random. Your home, he says, is alive with memory. It holds your energy, your laughter, your tears. Tonight, heaven rewrites its vibration. You look at the walls and sense the truth in that. There's warmth where there used to be static. The air feels lighter, charged with purpose. Archangel Michael continues, when light enters a place, it transforms not only the energy, but the stories attached to it. Pain stored in these walls is being dissolved now. The vibration of peace replaces it. You can almost hear a faint tone, like a crystal ringing in the distance. It's not a sound, it's a feeling that moves through the room, through your skin, into your bones. You understand then that something sacred is happening, even if it's invisible. In 4 hours, Michael says, you will feel the shift settle. Until then, do not rush the process. Breathe gratitude into your space. Every breath of thanks strengthens the connection. So you do. You whisper softly, thank you for this moment. Thank you for what's coming. And as you speak those words, warmth expands again. Gratitude feels like sunlight. It opens doors you didn't even know existed. Michael smiles, and his light flickers gently, filling your mind with calm. You see how easily peace answers gratitude? He asks. That is because gratitude speaks heaven's native language. When you are thankful, you are fluent in divine communication. You can't help but smile. You've prayed before, but this feels different. This isn't asking, it's allowing. You realize now that prayer isn't about convincing heaven. It's about remembering your connection to it. For so long, Michael says, you have tried to carry everything alone, fear, uncertainty, responsibility for outcomes that were never yours to control. Lay them down now. Light travels faster through empty hands. You picture yourself placing all your worries into a glowing bowl of light before him. The moment you do, the weight vanishes. You feel lighter, cleaner, more open. The air tastes sweeter. He continues softly. The angels are already weaving threads of alignment. Messages are being prepared. Opportunities are shifting. Hearts are awakening. What belongs to you is not lost. It was simply waiting for the signal of surrender. That sentence settles in your spirit. You realize how many times you've thought you were waiting on the universe, when in truth, the universe was waiting for you to let go. Michael steps back slightly, extending his wings until they fill the room. Each feather emits light, some golden, some blue, some silver. You feel a wave of emotion rise in your chest. Not sadness, not joy, but recognition. It feels like coming home to something you forgot. 4 hours, he says again. That's all it takes for light to anchor where faith has been planted. But know this heaven's clock doesn't tick in minutes. It ticks in readiness. You ask silently, how will I know when I'm ready? He answers, when your peace no longer depends on proof. Those words pierce deep. You repeat them quietly. When my peace no longer depends on proof. It's simple, but it feels like an entire philosophy hidden in one line. Archangel Michael continues, soon you will see signs, the gentle ones first. A feather where it shouldn't be. A number repeating. A word overheard at just the right time. But those are not the miracle. They are the confirmations that you are walking in alignment with it. He lowers his gaze kindly. Remember, the divine doesn't knock on closed doors. The moment you say, I trust, you open every lock at once. You breathe deeply again, and something inside clicks. You feel like you've stepped into a different reality, not because anything outside changed, but because your awareness did. You realize that readiness isn't an emotion. It's a vibration, and right now, you are vibrating in harmony with heaven. Michael's presence grows softer, as though fading slightly, but his energy remains strong. The light has entered your home, he says. It will remain here for the next 4 hours, strengthening and expanding. All that's left for you to do is rest. The blessing is moving toward you already. Your surrender has accelerated its arrival. You close your eyes once more. The golden glow around you hums quietly. You can almost hear faint singing, distant but peaceful, as though the universe itself is whispering reassurance. Archangel Michael speaks one last time before fading back into the light. Do not worry about when it happens. 4 hours in heaven's time can feel like moments or lifetimes. What matters is that it is already decided. You said yes, and heaven always honors yes. The room settles into stillness again. The air hums faintly, and your heart feels full. The countdown continues not as a clock, but as a rhythm of trust. You take another slow breath, and this time, you don't just believe. You know, the blessing is real, it's near, and it's coming home. The light doesn't fade, it deepens. What was once golden now shimmers with threads of soft white and pale blue, weaving through the air like a living tapestry. You feel completely still, yet alive in every sense, as if the entire room is quietly pulsing with your heartbeat. Somewhere deep inside, you know that the countdown isn't just about time passing, it's about energy shifting. Each minute draws the unseen closer to form. Archangel Michael's voice returns, softer now, yet filled with authority. Do you feel it? He asks. The balance changing, the old dissolving, the new aligning? You nod, though your lips don't move. You don't need to answer aloud. He hears your thoughts before they form words. What is being prepared for you, he continues, has been in motion for longer than you realize. It isn't sudden. It's the culmination of everything you have already survived, learned, and chosen. The timing of your blessing is not random. It is a response to your readiness. Those words settle into your heart with quiet precision. You understand what he means. Every delay, every disappointment, every prayer that seemed unanswered They were never denials. They were calibrations. The universe wasn't ignoring you. It was ensuring that when the blessing came, you would be strong enough to hold it. Michael steps closer. You can almost feel his presence as warmth brushing the edge of your skin, like standing in sunlight that never burns. You are not who you were when you first asked for this, he says. You have grown in silence, in waiting, in faith. This blessing is not arriving for the person you were. It is meeting the soul you have become. A shiver runs through you. The words resonate on a level deeper than thought. You realize how much of your life has been preparing you for this moment, how every ending was secretly a beginning, how every loss carved the space that now makes room for light. The countdown is a bridge, Michael explains. 4 hours of preparation, 4 stages of awakening. He begins to describe them. The first hour, he says, is awareness. This is when the heart first senses that something is shifting. It might come as restlessness, as unexpected emotion, as déjà vu. During this phase, heaven softens the old frequencies so new energy can enter. The second hour is surrender. You stop trying to predict how it will happen, and instead you let go. You say, I trust. That single phrase opens thousands of unseen doors. The third hour is alignment. Everything around you begins to rearrange itself. Conversations, circumstances, even moods, small movements ripple through your reality, each one guiding you closer to the point of manifestation. The fourth hour is arrival, but not in noise, not in spectacle. Arrival happens in quiet certainty. It's when your energy matches the vibration of what's coming, and so it enters effortlessly. Michael pauses. You are moving from the second to the third hour now, he says gently. You have surrendered. Now the alignment begins. You take a deep breath, and indeed something feels different. The air seems to move in harmony with you, as if your entire space has started breathing along. There's no resistance anywhere, only flow. Do you see? Michael says. This is the truth of manifestation. You don't pull miracles toward you. They recognize your frequency and come home. His words echo in your chest, creating ripples of understanding. It's never been about chasing what you want. It's about becoming the version of yourself that what you want is drawn to. He continues, the blessing you await may not appear grand. It could be a single moment, a message, a gesture, a realization, but it will carry divine precision. You will feel peace when it arrives, not excitement. Peace is how the soul recognizes truth. You take that in. You felt excitement before, but it was fleeting. Peace, though it lingers. It roots itself in your bones. Michael's wings spread wider now, arching like the horizon itself. The light from them fills the room, turning the air translucent. You feel completely surrounded by safety, by warmth, by divine intelligence. Your home is a sanctuary tonight, he says. Every corner is marked with light. The shadows are not gone. They've been transformed. Even darkness, when acknowledged, becomes a carrier of wisdom. You look around again. Somehow everything does look softer, the walls, the furniture, even the light bulbs glow. The entire space feels wrapped in serenity, like a holy hush before dawn. He instructs you gently. Now, pause. Picture your home glowing brighter. Every door, every window shimmering with golden light. Whisper these words. This is sacred ground, and I welcome what's coming. You whisper it. This is sacred ground, and I welcome what's coming. The words seem to echo back, as though the room itself repeats them. In that echo, you feel connected to something far beyond yourself. It's as if the earth beneath your home, the sky above it, and the space within it are all joining in agreement. Michael says softly, this light does not protect you from life. It connects you to its divine pattern. Everything that enters your space now must match the vibration of peace. You nod, understanding. That's what alignment really means, not control, but coherence. You feel compelled to ask silently, what if I lose this peace later? What if I forget? Michael smiles, and somehow you can feel it even without seeing his face. You can't lose what you have become, he answers. Peace is not a visitor, it is your essence. You only remember or forget it, but once it's awakened, it always returns. A wave of emotion rises in you. Maybe it's relief, maybe gratitude, maybe both. Tears might well up, but they don't feel like sadness. They feel like release. You've been carrying so much, and now you realize you never had to carry it alone. He continues, the angels are still working. They move through currents of thought, through intention, through the web of human connection. Even as we speak, they are aligning someone else's actions, preparing a moment, shaping words that will reach you at exactly the right time. The thought overwhelms you in the most beautiful way. You're not forgotten. You're not random. You're part of an intricate orchestration beyond comprehension. Archangel Michael lowers his wings, and the golden light turns softer, more diffuse, like candlelight spreading through fog. Now rest, he says. Let peace soak into your bones. The blessing has already entered your timeline. It's just catching up to your awareness. You breathe in and feel warmth spreading through every cell of your body. Your mind feels clear. Your heart beats steady. There's no need to rush or force or even hope. Hope implies distance. Faith knows it's already here. Michael speaks one final message before fading slightly from sight. You are seen. You are chosen. You are part of a design that cannot fail. The countdown isn't running out, it's running in. Each hour brings heaven closer to the ground beneath your feet. You let the words sink in. 4 hours doesn't feel like waiting anymore. It feels like unfolding. You realize the true purpose of the countdown, not to pressure you, but to prepare you, to help you slow down, breathe, and allow your frequency to match what's been yours all along. You whisper quietly, I trust Archangel Michael's plan. And as those words leave your lips, the air shimmers once more. The angels have heard you. The energy shifts again, and somewhere unseen, the blessing begins to take form one moment, one breath closer to your door. Time passes, though it no longer feels like something you're counting. The ticking of the clock fades into the rhythm of your breath. You realize that the 4 hours Archangel Michael spoke of were never about measuring minutes. They were about moving through layers of transformation. With each breath, with each release, something within you has changed shape. Now the energy feels stable, complete like the air, after a storm when everything smells clean and new. The room around you glows faintly, though no lamp is lit. It's not the kind of brightness that the eyes can see. It's a presence. You can feel it radiating from the walls, the floor, even from your own body. It's as if the entire space is breathing with you, whispering softly, you did it. You aligned. The light is here. Archangel Michael stands before you again, radiant but calm. His wings stretch behind him, vast and luminous, the blue and gold hues shimmering like sunlight on water. His expression is both powerful and peaceful, the way a mountain might look if it could smile. It is done, he says. The energy has anchored. The blessing has arrived. At first, you wonder if you misunderstood. Nothing dramatic seems to have happened. No thunder, no flash, no voice from the sky. And yet, deep within your chest, you know something irreversible has shifted. The feeling is quiet, but absolute, like the click of a lock opening after a long time. Michael senses your thoughts. Heaven's work rarely announces itself with noise, he says, because truth does not compete with distraction. The sign will come gently, as peace first, then form. It may appear as a call, a message, a gesture, or simply a moment where everything falls perfectly into place. But understand this, the moment you believed, the blessing began. You take a breath and let his words echo inside you. You remember what he said before about arrival being the final hour. You are in it now. You are living it. The angel continues. Now your home holds the imprint of this light. It will not fade easily. Every thought, every word, every act of kindness will amplify it. Keep this vibration alive by choosing peace over fear, gratitude over doubt. He gestures toward the air, and suddenly you see faint strands of golden light connecting everything around you, threads, stretching from object to object, wall to wall, weaving through you like veins of divine architecture. These, he explains, are pathways of energy. Every time you speak with kindness or breathe in gratitude, they glow brighter. But if you feed fear or anger, they dim. You are the keeper of this sanctuary now. You look at your hands, and they seem to shimmer faintly in the ambient glow. How do I make sure the light stays? You ask silently. Michael answers instantly, his tone soft as silk. You don't keep light. You become it. When you remember that you are part of this energy, it cannot leave you. This is no longer something happening to you. It is something happening through you. He steps closer, the air humming softly around him. You can feel his presence merge with yours, not in a way that takes over, but in a way that completes. The energy between you feels like recognition, as though you've met before. And perhaps you have, countless times, in moments when courage carried you fear without you knowing who helped you. Do you see now? Michael asks. You were never abandoned. Every time you chose love when anger called louder, every time you trusted when logic mocked you, every time you kept faith in the unseen, you are aligning with this very moment. Your eyes blur with tears, but they aren't heavy or sad. They are cleansing. You realize how many years of striving, waiting, and doubting have melted into this one truth. You were guided all along. The blessing was not something to be found. It was something to be remembered. Michael raises his sword, but this time it glows gently instead of blazing. He points it toward your heart. A thin beam of light extends, connecting you to its tip, and suddenly your entire chest fills with radiant warmth. It's not heat, it's expansion. You feel your energy field widening, stretching beyond the limits of your body until it fills the entire room. You are the light now. You are the vibration he spoke of. This, he says, is the frequency of your blessing. It cannot be taken away because it is not an object, it is a state. When you live in gratitude, you live in alignment. When you speak with kindness, you keep the gate open. When you act in trust, you invite heaven to move freely through you. He lowers his sword, and the light around you steadies. Everything feels grounded, now holy but human, sacred but simple. You can breathe without effort, smile without reason. You feel at home in your own skin. Michael's voice grows quieter but infinitely kind. Now that your light is stable, share it. Do not hoard this energy, for light grows by division, not by holding. Share the blessing in your words, your thoughts, your care for others. Even when you simply send love silently, the universe feels it. He pauses, then adds with a faint smile. And remember, the message multiplies when shared. Tell others that they, too, are surrounded by this same grace. When one home shines, the world grows brighter. You think of your friends, your loved ones, maybe even people who have hurt you. The thought no longer brings tension. Instead, there's a soft compassion, an understanding that everyone is walking their own journey toward light, sometimes stumbling, sometimes glowing, but always moving forward. You silently send a wave of golden energy outward, picturing it flowing to 3 people you care about. You imagine their homes glowing the way yours does now. Warm, peaceful, blessed. Michael nods approvingly. That is how the blessing becomes eternal. The space begins to shimmer once more as his form slowly starts to fade into light. You realize he's not leaving, he's expanding beyond sight. His voice lingers even as his image dissolves. Your countdown has ended, but your alignment continues. From this moment forward, every day you live in trust is another hour of light added to eternity. Heaven will not forget this vibration. Whenever you call, this energy will answer. You breathe deeply, letting his final words settle like seeds in your spirit. They don't fade, they take root. You can feel them merging with your heartbeat, ensuring that you will never lose this connection. The air in your home feels new again, cleaner, clearer. You can almost smell the faint scent of rain after sunlight, that pure aroma of renewal. The silence is full, not empty. There's no anxiety, no need to check the clock. You know the countdown is complete. Then, in the stillness, something subtle happens. The sound of a soft chime, distant, melodic, echoes through the room. Maybe it's from outside, maybe it's from within. Either way, it carries a single message. It has arrived. You don't rush to look. You simply smile. You understand now that the real arrival happened the moment you opened your heart, not when the clock reached zero. What's coming next, whatever form it takes, is just the physical echo of a spiritual truth already fulfilled. Archangel Michael's presence lingers one last time, gentle as a whisper. Remember, heaven does not visit once. It dwells where it is welcomed. Keep your door open, and every day will bring a new blessing in a new form. You are now a keeper of light, a guardian of peace, a carrier of divine timing. You close your eyes, and the golden glow settles softly around you like a second skin. You know that when you open them, the world will look the same, but feel entirely different. And it does. The shadows no longer intimidate you. They highlight the light. The silence no longer feels empty. It hums with potential. You no longer wait for miracles. You live as one. You whisper, almost laughing through your tears, I am ready. I am open. I trust. And somewhere beyond space, beyond time, the heavens answer with quiet certainty. We know. The light around you flares once more, then softens into calm radiance. The blessing is here. The countdown is over. Your home is alive with heaven, and your heart steady, open, luminous as its eternal doorway.